Princess Nokia is a rapper, singer-songwriter from New York. She broke out last year with the 1992 Deluxe mixtape, which got pretty good reviews. I mean, it was one of those albums that didn't seem to get much buzz or hype, and then as soon as the year end came, it made plenty of lists. Don't really sure how or why. Maybe I just missed it, or maybe it just didn't really generate enough hype before the year ended, but the publications that liked it still gave it praise. I, for one, did not like it. Anyone that was subscribed to me back in December, I think it was, I reviewed it, you will know that I was pretty harsh. I do not really think that she has that much going for her as a rapper, honestly. I just don't really see it. I just didn't see the hype or anything that was new or fresh from Princess Nokia on the album. But of course, once I'd reviewed it, Fantano put the yellow flannel on that album, which made so many people crawl out of their mummies' basements and say, hey, it's actually pretty good. There was definitely a Fantano effect on the album, and I swear, because it annoyed me so much that so many people thought this was an amazing project. I don't know why it annoyed me. I should just be like, Ryan, it's opinions. But I just want this specific one, as well as the Jack White album, those two so far since I've started this channel really got to me when people were like, yeah, it's really good, what are you talking about, what? Just average lyricism, hooks that were shite. I'm different. Yeah, I could really go on. I just did not think this offered anything that so many other hip-hop albums in 2017 offered more. And if we're grouping Princess Nokia as a female rapper, again, she's kind of like Cardi B. She's just doing the female version of what the men are doing. And the men at the moment in the mainstream are killing off rap by just making it as redundant as it possibly can be. So when a female rapper comes in and does the same thing and gets equal amount of hype, I'm just thinking, yeah, rap right now is not in a great place and needs more refreshing ideas. But now we have A Girl Cried Red, a 20-minute EP, I guess I want to call it, that I saw she had announced a few months back that it was going to be a bit more emo leaning, a bit more post-punk inspired. As soon as I heard that, I was like, are you kidding? This could be amazing. Post-punk is a great genre, and perhaps a change of genre was what Princess Nokia needed for my taste, specifically, considering I didn't like her rapping. So I thought, this could be really good. But it turns out she's botched this sound too, really badly. And what's ended up happening is that we've got another emo rap project, which is just becoming way too much of an issue in 2018. I mean, of course, I want to be like, I told you so, oh, she was never that great, I told you so. But I'm not going to be like that. I'm just going to basically state that this is clearly inspired by the XXX Tentations, the Lil Peeps, all the other type of emo stuff that's hit the SoundCloud trend right now. And yeah, this is bad because Princess Nokia doesn't have the vocal chops for this at all. She literally comes in on the first song and she's like, oi, oi, oi. Not literally, but that's how her voice sounds. It sounds like auto-tuned. It sounds like Rebecca Black. I swear this is Rebecca Black on this song. And then as we continue on through this 20-minute project, her voice continues to do this inflection. And there's one point where it sounds like she's trying to be a pop punk singer, where it's golden hair, oh, it's cringy as fuck. I would cringe as equally if it was on a pop punk album, and here I am on this cringing the same. I just thought she'd have more to offer, and lyrically she doesn't at all either. She's talking about her demons. It's so surface level, basic. like sad music. Like that's the issue with this as well. Like she's really phoning in all this like sadness, and I'm just really impressed of how badly she's done this. I don't want to be like forcing my opinion on someone's emotions because I don't know like, how she's feeling or how she was feeling writing this, but you can't help but feel the same when it's done in such a cringy way. You're just listening and it just sounds really whiny. Like that's the word that it sounds like. It just all sounds whiny, so you don't really feel connected to anything at any point. And considering how dumbed down like the lyricism is, you just can't help but think like, yeah, this has been done and written so much better 100 times before, and even on its worst days it can sound better than what she's writing here. It's just not interesting at all. Like there's just really no component on this album that I can latch onto because musically it's boring. It's not really that emo in its sound, and it's not really anything in its sound, honestly. It's just really basic instrumentals, to be honest. I don't really know. It's strange. Of course, I've said lyrically it's basic. It's really not got any substance to it. Even if there was an attempt at that, it's really not come through well. It's fell flat on its face, basically. And considering how mediocre I thought her lyricism was on that 1992 deluxe, I can't even say I'm that surprised that once she's tried to go a bit more deeper and a bit more emotional, that it's also not sounding that good either, because it was never that great in the first place. It would be like going to Young Thug for a well-written rap album. Like, you just don't get that, and you don't expect it. It's the same sort of thing. I mean, you just know that there are certain artists that just can't really go in that direction, and they shouldn't, really. I guess the only thing I can take away that's positive from this is that it was really short, only 20 minutes. I didn't suffer too much or too long. It wasn't draining, but again, it just reminds me of listening to like a really basic pop punk album where the singer really isn't that good. The writing isn't really potent or strong or doesn't have much to it, and the music is just basic as hell. It's just like that. Yeah, Princess Nokia, never had much of a strong opinion on her in the first place, and I'm still left with the same results. I guess I shouldn't have expected much, should I, really? But yeah, it's about as bad as the album, in my opinion, so I'm going to just create this in E. It's nothing worse, it's nothing better. It's different in many different ways, I guess, in its sound and its style, but they're equally as bad, so yeah, an E seems right. Let me know your thoughts on this. I cannot imagine anyone that loved that or even liked that 1992 deluxe going into this thinking that this is anything better, honestly. But let me know if you do, or if you think it's bad or whatever. Let me know your thoughts, comment, subscribe to the channel as well for many more reviews. And yeah, that's it. Have a good day. That girl is a tomboy. That girl is a tomboy.